Welcome, friends. My name is Brandon, also known as the Lethargic Sloth, and it's time to get right back into Eurovision. I've kind of had 2 years off, I guess. Very lazily plodded through 2020, and then it got canceled, and 2021, I kind of only was there for half the year, but I'm back and full of energy for me, which being a sloth is not a lot, I guess, but um, happy to see my friends. If you like the channel, and if you don't, happy to see my arch nemesis or enemies. I don't really have enemies, I just, whatever. But I'm going to start out with Albania. Because, well, Czech Republic technically released their song, I believe, on December 6th, 2021. Uh, in my Eurovision world, Albania always goes first. Now, technically, the song was released on December 2nd, but, Festivali Këngës came a little bit later, so it was the technical second song, I guess. But I gotta start with Albania. It's Albania. I love Albania. I would say 4 out of the last 6 years, Albania has been in my top 10. Um, it's a country I expect a lot from always, musically, be entertaining and use a lot of ethnic instruments and really bring a lot of flavor to Eurovision. I feel like I can always count on Albania. Now, they had the reputation that they couldn't do a revamp. This song is apparently getting revamped, so we'll see. But I haven't heard the song yet, so let's listen to the song and see if it needs a revamp and see where I'd fix it, maybe, potentially. Um, but it might have already been revamped. Just it's not been released yet. So I believe the revamp was coming in March, if I remember reading correctly. Okay, let's start. Here we go. Okay. It's always nerve-wracking doing the first reaction of the year. Okay, well, it's super interesting. I started out like if I were giving a numerical, I'd probably go or probably around an 8, 8.5. I really do enjoy it. Musically, it's so interesting compared to a lot of the Eurovision entries we get. Um, I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do with the revamp. I know a lot of people were will expect some dramatic changes and stuff. I personally would wish they would leave it all in Albanian and keep the English out of it, but that's always my request because my thing is I'm always like, if it's not necessary to change a song from Albanian to Albanian English, if it's not really necessary, don't do it, kind of thing. But, for the international crowd, sometimes artists feel compelled to do it that way. Uh, I just, is it necessary? I would love to just hear it in Albanian. But it's got a lot of life, a lot of vibrancy. I certainly see this as a probable qualifier, even though it's the first song. I know there's going to be some um, songs that'll be lifeless, and there always are that'll be in the back. This brings the energy, brings the party. I think it's going to do very, very well in Turin. I got to get used to saying Turin instead of Rotterdam because I've had to say that for the last 2 years. But yeah, I think it's a solid entry from Albania. I'm going to collect my thoughts, and I will end up doing an actual review when I sit down and do that. But I have a very positive outlook on this from the beginning. I think it's very, like I said, musical compelling. I don't exactly know how to compartmentalize my feelings on some of the things here. Like it feels like the musical style changes. You've got the language change. There's a lot going on. So, but the one thing that I want to say of note is it's chaotic, but it's organized chaotic. It feels so smooth between those transitions. It's not just like they're all over the place. It's flowing, and it is kind of like a river as you're listening to the song. So, it's super interesting, and I think it's going to be one of the more entertaining acts of Eurovision this year. So, yeah, I'm super optimistic for Albania. Good job. This is one I'm going to keep an eye on. I think it could go quite high on my personal list, and I think it'll be solid at the contest should the staging be right and everything. Again, being my first video, it's very hard to tell so far with just one song, so I have nothing to compare it to, literally. But just seeing the past few years, I like this a lot. I think this is a solid entry from Albania, and I look forward to learning more about the song, seeing when they release the video, and seeing what possibly happens with the revamp. So, what do you think? Do you like it? Do you love it? What would you change? And how do you feel about the song in general? And what do you think Albania's chances are of qualifying? Please write in the comments below, and let's just have fun. Eurovision is here, and I can't wait for the ride. So, as I close awkwardly, for now, Lethargic Sloth, out.